you can see or not, but does anybody know what this is? I did not plant this. I think it's a great big noxious weed. It's got pink blossoms coming out. It's probably poison, whatever it is. I don't know. But here's a ginkgo. It's just coming up. I mean, with leaves. It's been here for a couple of years. And it's tall as I am now. The mature rose bushes, and then these two babies were brought home by one of the kids that clears out stuff for people. I said, you know, you bring me roses. And here's my pitiful, pitiful garden. Those two roses are dead and have been for a year and a half, so I'm just going to put something else in there. But here's the little tomatoes. They're not doing that great. This is zucchini. It's very early in our growing season. This is our pineapple strawberries. Rosemary. Pumpkin. Now I planted onions, like green onions. I think I planted them in this one, but I'm not sure. It was seed, so it's going to take a while. And then, I don't know what I planted in here, but it was another kind of food. I really should have written it down. We'll find out when it comes up. Out here checking on one of my baby maples, and it's doing okay. It's not growing a lot. It's pretty little, but at least it's not chewed down to the ground like it has been the last year. Oop, the spider just came down to say hi. Anyway, it's not chewed down to the ground like last year. Here's our quail enclosure. But see, I can smell the quail in the house, and it really wasn't what I expected it to be. I could never smell the chickens when we had chickens because they were cleaner, I think. We had like, I don't know, 13 or 14 chickens, but 12 quail kicked up a scent. Blech. Hey everybody, it is 4:30 in the afternoon, and you know what that means. Time to make dinner. Welcome to my channel. Today I've got a What's for Dinner, y'all. This is a collab, and it is hosted by Kimmy, and I will put all of her information where it needs to go. You'll see it at the beginning of this video and the end of this video. So what I have here, let me show you. Yeah. I have a beef smoked sausage, Johnsonville brand. I like these. I like all sausage, but you know. And so what I've got now, I just did rings, and I'm trying to put a little bit of char on them because that always gives them a little extra flavor. And see all of this on the pan here? That's going to get deglazed when I put the rice mix for the jambalaya in. We are having jambalaya with beef sausage. Chef's favorite. This is pretty inexpensive, and I enjoy inexpensive, don't you? I put some oil down in the pan just to give it a little bit of heat to brown more. And let's see, after I add all of the water to the meat and the mix that comes in this, the rice, then I'm going to put in, you know what, I'm going to put in the onion first before I put the mix in. I like the onion to get a little crispy too. Then, when the mix is in, I'm going to go ahead and put these in. These are just bell pepper. I just cut them up into little, you know, and these are more like rings. I don't need to get fancy with these. I'm feeding adults. No children are going to say, ew, no, I don't eat peppers. Ew, no, I don't eat onions, you know. I mean, I did that when I was a kid too. I sure understand it. It's a beautiful day. And also, I'm going to make these, so they ought to be tasty. If I had some shrimp, I would throw that in there too, because that really adds a little something to it. I don't think I welcomed everyone. If you're brand new, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And I do different stuff every day. I lean towards relaxed and not too much editing and just day in the life kind of stuff. Shopping, crafting, cooking, cleaning. Not enough cleaning, I'll tell you what. Okay, so if you are not new, welcome back, friends. It is so lovely to see you and to see your comments. I sure appreciate all of you that come back time after time. In go the onions, and I'll just cook those just a little. You know, I don't need to slop them all the way done because they're going to cook a lot more with the mix. Okay, I put just a little bit of water to deglaze, and I got that bottom deglazed. It was really needing it. And then I put in, you know, the bell peppers. The onions are already in, along with the meat. Now I'm going to put in the rest. Oh, no, I'll put in the mix next, and then the water. There we go. If you've never used this mix before, don't be afraid. It is a super filling, flavorful, easy, inexpensive way to fill bellies. And it's one pot. You can't ask for more than that, right? Okay, the mix is in. I'm going to pour in the rest of the water. Called for 3 3/4 cups. And I think I put in a cup before just to get the deglazing going on. Now we're going to wait for this to come to a boil, a simmer, and cover it and let her go for, I don't know, I think it says 20 minutes. I've made this with chicken, shrimp, beef. I think that's it. You can make it with anything you want. And the leftovers are every bit as good the next day for lunch. I forgot to tell you, I put in, this is actually a Wilton cake decorating thing, but I put in 2 teaspoons or so, maybe a tablespoon of oil too. So it's olive oil, and that's, you know, whatever oil you want to use, I suspect. Alrighty then, I'm going to get on with the Cheddar Bay biscuits. And so comes with this little packet here, and it's got the flavors, garlic and whatnot. Put all of that in there. And then I'm going to melt some butter in it, and that'll get spread on the biscuits when they're done. And here's the biscuit mix. It takes cheese, and I can't remember what else because it's been a while. I better look. All right, I just put 25 minutes on the, you know, actual jambalaya. And I'm starting over here with the mix for the biscuits. I need to put some parchment paper on this. All right, so this just takes the biscuit mix, 3/4 of a cup of water, and 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. And I used the Kraft Triple Cheddar shred for this. Then you mix it up. I used this shape, this size, if you can tell, of a scooper for the biscuits, and it made 14. So I had to squeeze in the extra 2 there. And now that I bake them at 425 degrees for 14 to 16 minutes. All right, my butter is melted with the seasonings, and it took 1/4 cup of butter and the whole packet of seasonings. And then there's 38 seconds, 7, 6 left on the biscuits. And it says to do the butter on top while they're still hot. And here they are. The biscuits are done. They got butter and seasoning on top, and the jambalaya is done. And it's dinner time here. If you got here this long and you watched my whole video or even part of it, I hope you'll subscribe, say hi, make a comment, give a thumbs up. Take care, everybody, and thanks, Kimmy, for hosting.